So Moin, welcome back to my ELEX Let's Play. Found something over there, some claws.
Are you looking for something specific?
Oh no. Well, in a way, yes. Not that specific at all. Yeah, we were. So, what's the main mission? Contact. There's some operators in the area. Is the main mission? Okay. They could be useful to me, or they could report me to Secor. Can look to get equipment and information in Goliath or find the Alps, but if find the Alps I might have to fight them. Companions, the Berserker Warrior. The Berserker Warrior Duras seems not to recognize me and wants to help people. I need assistance. He could be a good support. Don't know where he went. Standing outside. Half detective tin can. Oh yeah, our drone that we sent north. And food supplies, missing supplies. Idan, woodlands of Idan, Ornia, a warrior outlaw, has been seen close to Golia. He suspects he must be up to something. Thinks best to kill the outlaw. Okay, Ragnar wants you to know about his enemies. I'm to bring him reports from two of the enemy factions cities. So completed, running, written. Okay. Recipes, items, moldy bread really. Okay, and the movement detector. This sensor beeps when nearby. Forms move faster than normal background movement. It has trouble with rain. So there are dots on the map. Some of them are blue and green. Others are...
Why did you wake me up?
Oh, sorry. I spoke to Angram.
I spoke to Angram.
Oh, great, thank you. Someone who is prepared to do something. When will the deliveries come?
They won't. The men Angram sent to the valley are dead.
And is he going to send more? No, wait. Let me guess. We don't have warriors to spare chasing farmers. How does he expect me to get supplies if he can't? He's got a host of warriors he can assign. I'm one person behind a counter.
Is Angram the only person you can ask?
He's in charge of the Ison clan, and the Ison clan are in charge of escorting my supplies. But you're right. Maybe it's time to speak to one of the other clans. If the Ison clan won't help, one of the others will have to. Would you speak to Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows? Or Cormag of the Hammer clan? I'll have to hope that one of them can understand why this is so important.
Yeah. So we... yeah, night guard. If you let me out, I could actually do something. Bertrand.
Wisdom guide you.
No. Nothing specific.
It can't end like this.
I'm looking to make a trade.
And what brings you to me?
I've heard you're the person to talk to when you need something hard to get hold of.
Did Angram send you? Look, I don't know where he gets these ideas about me.
I'm not here from Angram. I need to buy a laser weapon, the sort the clerics use. I got hold of one recently, but then Hakon spotted it and confiscated it. Do you know how I can get hold of another one? And if you can get me one, can you get me, say, 3?
Are you insane? I don't know this man. I've never met him.
Keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, stranger. I've no idea what you're talking about. Trade. Me. I'm a...
Ah, incomer. It would be good to talk later and hear your news.
I don't...
I'm going.
About these rarities.
Yes?
I want to make a trade.
All...
So, oh, only have the crappy stuff. Weird. Oh, keep the hatchet because we will need it. Don't matter which clan, faction we will join. For the beginning, we will.
You're responsible for overseeing the pit, aren't you?
What's that to a hunter?
So you're responsible for all the ELEX technology in Goliath.
Why? Have you found something while you were out hunting?
Do you destroy everything that comes to you? Or do you ever try any of it out? And would you ever think of testing it in the field?
You mean give ELEX weapons to someone to see if they work? Someone like you? Huh. It's an interesting idea. Say, why not meet me in the tavern later? I'll talk to you about it.
Sure, I can be in the tavern later. And I'll be buying.
Hey, what's that you're hiding there?
What are you talking about?
There, on your arm. What is that?
It's an adjuter. Haven't you seen one before?
I've seen one. I've seen several. It's ELEX technology, and that sort of device is forbidden to berserkers here in Goliath. Carrying a piece like that openly on your arm could get you into trouble.
I'm not carrying it. It's an implant.
An implant? Well, that gives you a reason for not removing it. Well, you don't look like an alb. Too much color in your cheeks, too much shine in your eyes. That and you've not tried to kill me. Still, best you know that should you find any other ELEX technology on your travels, you should take it to the pit for disposal.
How do you get anything done without technology?
We haven't rejected technology completely. We have rejected ELEX technology. And as you can see around you, we have done fine without it. A clean life. Life as it was before the comet. Life grown from mana. Now, that's a better use for ELEX than building devices. So we collect technology, extract the ELEX from it, and throw the scrap into the pit.
So you extract ELEX just like the Alps?
You're comparing us to those inhuman creatures? Those monsters throw people into their converters. Alive or dead, it doesn't matter to them. We cure the soil of ELEX's poison and use it for healing. You will find our healers on the upper ring. They'll show you how we use its power.
If ELEX is so bad, why do you trade using ELEX It?
You mean, why not turn it into mana?
It's ELEX, isn't it?
Yes, but the concentration in it is just too low to produce mana. Maybe one day we'll manage it, but until then, it's useful. Everyone spends it, so we do too. I'm glad it's the Pilgrim and the Warlord who have to decide all these things. It makes my head hurt.
So, you won't be confiscating my ELEX It?
Oh, we need as much of it as possible to buy the things we need. So please, trade while you're here.
Oh, well. Here's a name. Special to it. It's a worker. It's a worker.
No, not now.
I haven't found the guy he was mentioning. So what are you guys up to here? Names? No.
You should put that away. Technology will get you into trouble here.
Man, those primitive stupid heads. Let's see, Storm Sun.
Hey,
Worker.
what?
Help.
What do you want?
No, teach me something.
Teach me something.
You're
Yeah,
a
sure, why
charisma
not?
Character. It's like lock picking. Awesome. Locksmith. Lockpicks will no longer break. Strong and powerful. Pickpocket. Modify weapons. Goldsmith. Gemstone sockets. Lock's ability to equip certain weapons with magical gemstone. At a workbench. Ability to create rings and amulets. At a workbench. Intelligence and dexterity. We will definitely go for lockpicks. So, yeah.
You should get out of here.
Yeah, we should get out of here. Clean my throat. Collect some
How do we move on from here?
plants.
Someone has to lead this bunch of slobs.
Hey, can I help you? What do you want here?
Who wants to know?
My name is Born. I am the chief overseer of the seedling farms here in Goliet. Let me welcome you to Goliet, the jewel of Magellan. Here you can see what our world once was, and what she can be again. But tread carefully whilst you're here. Some of the plants we're cultivating in the seedling farms are fragile. Damaging them means exile to the Valley of the Damned. So I'd watch your step. It'll make life easier all round. Life is a lot more comfortable here in Goliet than out in that valley.
What is a supervisor?
Someone who has already worked so long at a job that people have decided they are better organizing people than doing the actual job.
What's a seedling farm?
We grow a lot of different plants here, specimens of all the types we can find. But of them all, the world hearts are the most important. For where they grow, all life will follow. That's why these plants get their own fortified defenses.
Rot boars broke through and attacked the cultivators and the seedlings.
Then what are you standing there for? We need to protect them.
Relax. The rot boars are dead.
They are? You're sure? And was it you that kept the seedlings from being destroyed? If so, you have my thanks. I better go and check on the cultivators, make sure everything is all right. Thanks. Thanks again.
That's it. I'm going. I'll see you later. I call that dangerous half-knowledge. He didn't deserve that.
Bench.
He wouldn't have been punished for that in the past.
I don't want
anything to do with it.
Today is the day things change, my friend. Today is the day when a chance was taken, that the door to victory was opened.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the future of Magellan. This world will grow again, across all the lands. I'm talking about the safety of Goliet and all who live here. A fair chance to turn the battle. These albs will be in for a shock, and once the way is shown, all berserkers will follow.
We have to do something.
Yeah, it needs to be totally reworked. If you can get the spares.
Uh-huh.
No. Oh,
Cook too long and you ruin the pot.
okay. So, we still don't know that much more. I know that she wants someone to help her with the supplies. We sold our weapons most likely to the wrong guy, at least considering the berserkers. But for now, I wasn't planning on joining the berserkers, to be totally honest. So I'm not that disappointed by that, but still, good to know that things like that are possible. Always keep your eyes open for those plants. They are important. Yeah, those alchemy will be like a strange thing, especially in this game. I mean, running around, you can create like drugs with the ELEX Let, and you can create like potions with the herbs you gather, so it can be quite of a strange mixture. see quite far. To be totally honest, I haven't checked my graphical settings. It just runs very smooth. So maybe I should check them out if I can. Is he dead? So I will save. Because if he's dead, something must have killed him. So Oliver is dead. Red. Okay. Share. Just defending the entrance. I would guess. Man, man, lime. Thank you. That's scary music. It's quite dark. Are we even in the city? Yeah, I think that inside the city. So yes, we're definitely outside the city. So we have to be a bit cautious. The car. I mean, the looks. It's been a while since I've played like Risen 3, and some characters, especially the women, are quite strange, to be honest. Again, nobody standing at the gate, and this one's directly. So the Berserkers are fun faction from the looks of it, and with their idea of being against technology to a certain point, only using ELEX Let to pay stuff and produce mana. And that's fine.
A diary. The cover says it belongs to Krull. Lots of written pages, but I don't know what to do with them.
Drone control received. Oh. Some bats. All this stuff. Mark. Oh.
Is someone there?
Take the oil lamp, the Yaika. I think the idea is that I can come through here. Man, it's quite dark. This is a crafting place. Either. So locked. Okay, you need a level. Household guard. So those are Huskots.
Halt! You are wanted here. You must answer for your crimes. You are accused of assault and of causing injury to our citizens. Judgment has been passed and a payment is due. Pay this fine or face the punishment that follows.
Whew.
I will pay my fine.
Then penance will have been paid. You are free to go. But step carefully and make sure you break no more of our laws.
Cinda sent me here.
Further problems with the supply run? The warlords discussed this, and the Eisen clan promised to see to the deliveries.
The Eisen clan are refusing to help.
Then you should speak to Angram. He guaranteed the supplies. If you can't persuade him, then try Cormac. He agreed to cover any problems that Angram could not.
Yeah, that was it. So we can go out here. It's quite dark, but I don't think that's contrast. Or is it? Skeleton. So the berserkers are that tough, and they will let a skeleton lay around here just for fun. So yeah, right now. Well, let's see. Try out. You have to beware because sometimes they need a certain amount of time to get to you when you sneak up into private rooms that you aren't supposed to be. And then they say that you have to leave. And even if you try leaving, you can run into the problem that they've catched you so late, so that you are so far into the room that they will actually attack you because they think, oh, you aren't leaving. That's stupid. It's weird. Everything that comes for free, take it, even if it's just a hammer. You can't just wait if you're running about games. That's something that was never implemented. Always have to pass time. Because of that, beds become like quite an important thing. I mean, in Gothic 2 you have like your wasn't there something? Gothic 2 you have like a good excuse for having a free bed because the Lord says that the paladins who have taken over the city, they are paying the tavern to give free beds to every traveler. It's a nice idea, but outside of that, every bed becomes quite important.
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by a warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Listen, I'm not sure if I want to stay.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliath a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotten up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Idan. But if Ragnar's right, then it must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar, against all the evidence, seems to think it was a berserker that killed Ascor, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliath? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Irdor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Irdor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
If it's so dangerous, why do you come out here?
Magellan almost died when the comet hit. A living, breathing planet turned to ash and dust. But the Berserkers are using their magic to bring our world back to life. Just look around you. Idan is the greenest place on Magellan. They need more people. And they offer anyone who comes the same chance to start over. We should move on. One downside of all this plant life is that you can't see the rot boars coming.
No, he isn't following me.
Do you think
We're a team.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
No. That's the thing with those Pynanha Bytes games. You feel like safe in the city. Everything's cozy and they aren't enemies. And every quest you do sends you out into the wild. Where you will most likely die a few times. So, I'm Grim. Supposed to talk to you again, and after that I will close up the video.
What's going on here? Don't do that
There's
again.
nothing. Do not do that again.
Sorry. Isn't that Angrim's house? That I would like some beds, benches. You need a bed to sleep. But I would like to have at least the option to wait on a bench. Whee! Is this part of the city? Like it. Yeah. And there's guard. Oh man, doesn't count as a bed. It's annoying. I mean, that would have been a nice, simple bed. I don't even know if it's getting darker or lighter. Hehe. With the animation. So there's a blue dot. Blue dot means there's a green dot. And green. Most likely. Blue dot is like a trader.
If you steal, you die.
Yeah, I know that. All sleeping. So you have a green dot.
What goods have you got?
Understood.
Yeah. So sword will need. Yeah, that's the thing. For now, the hatchet is like a good idea because Constitution will increase my health. I need that. Who are you? Armor smith.
Hey, watch it there! I hate it when people mess with my stuff. You think the armor in this place makes itself? Well, you wouldn't be the only one, but let me tell you, it's not true. Damned hard work makes it. My damned hard work. So don't get in my way.
What's so good about the armor you supply?
Quality, skill, years of practice technique. And as you go up through the ranks, you're eligible for different equipment. As a cultivator, you'll be confronted with different challenges to a warrior or a paladin. So for cultivator armor, I make sure to give you the freedom of movement needed for working in the fields. But a warrior's armor must be robust, better able to absorb damage during combat.
Can I get some of this armor?
I am only authorized to hand out equipment to anyone who has earned it. A cultivator isn't allowed to wear the armor of a paladin. That armor goes with that rank and that honor. So, if you want a set of it, you'll have to work to earn it.
I'd like to trade.
Pick your armor, choose your weapon, we can trade.
Okay. So armor, I can use hunter armor and worker armor. That's nice. So there's a carrying power armor. Worker armor, hunter armor. I'll take the hunter armor. I'll take away most of mine. Most of what I have. Complete the trade. But
take that tick to the pit. It should be disposed of.
At least I have a bit of armor. Now I look like a berserker. Which confuses me a small bit. That was something that was possible in the Gothic series. I didn't even think that it was possible in the Risen series. Well, there it was the same. With you having to only unlock the weapon. Yeah. I will have to make a cut here and then come back. So thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, see you in the next part.